Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And I'm pretty sure, brothers and sisters know about this, what's going on out there in Mexico. Puerto Vallarta. I don't even know if I said it right, but yeah, it's total chaos going on out there. And this is all the spirit of Yahweh Bashem El Shah. Nothing would go down if the Lord have not signed off on it. And this is just a prelude. This is just uh uh on a small scale what is going to happen here in America, Babylon the Great. So you had this what is it, most notorious um cartel leader goes by the name El Mencho, you know, who was gunned down out there in Mexico during they said it was a military drill or whatever it was. Come to find out, the US has something to do with it, which I knew that because you had your man DJ Trump come out and say, we going after the cartel. So he say this and then this happens, you can kind of piece it together. But what's going on now is all hell is breaking loose. Cars is getting blown up. Airports is getting shot up. You got gas stations getting burned up. And most important, now they're saying that they're gonna start, putting you Americans to death that's out there in Mexico, man. If their demands, if they don't get justice for what happened to their leader, right? And we know that the cartel is backed by the U.S. Amongst other governments and things of that sort. Issachar is dumb as hell over there. Because the so-called Mexicans are from the tribe of Issachar of the nation of Israel, man. Regardless of what you may think and how it may seem, and they so far from us, and they are from the nation of Israel. They just some wicked niggas, man, over there in Mexico. And Mexico is not, ran by so-called Mexicans. Mexico is ran by a small hat woman, by the name of Scheinbaum. I forgot her first name. But so-called, you know, fools, they run Mexico. And Mexico has been distributing cocaine and amongst other drugs to the U.S. for decades, for centuries, man. So they put 15, I believe it was 10 or $15 million on this dude's head, and it went through, man. It fell through. So now the whole country is in an uproar, man. So I got a couple of videos I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try to get through them quick, just to give y'all a glimpse on what's going on over there, man. Because it's not a game. They threatening everybody, man. Everybody can get it. They saying they threatened the FBI director. They threatened the other government officials because they felt like they were tricked. They was told they was going to receive this and they was going to have this type of freedom to move their drugs or whatever. But now it's flipped on them. So now they taking it out on their own people, man. Right? Which is the sucker thing to do. Right? So they pretty much anybody that's an American, they targeted. This is the demonic energy amongst you Israelites, man. But this is all of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man, because we at the end, man. And I've been to Mexico, Salakia for rambling, but I've been to Mexico about 3 or 4 times, and it's a beautiful country, man. I love it. Every time I go, is nice. But I doubt if I'll go back. After this, it's not safe. The Lord puts signs for you to adhere to, man. Don't be a fool and think that this is going to die down and it'll be safe again to fly over there, man. Don't do that. So let's play it. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing to elect the other 5. Shalom.
Flames on highways, gunfire in tourist towns, and a kingpin finally cornered. Mexico's most feared cartel boss is dead after a US-backed raid. But within hours, Jalisco burned, roads blocked, flights grounded. Has the fall of a cartel empire boss triggered something far more dangerous? One of Mexico's most wanted men is dead. Nemesio Oseguera, a former cop turned cartel boss known as El Mencho.
And this dude, I didn't know about this dude until this happened. And he was doing everything, man. He was doing a little bit of everything. He was very feared over there in Mexico, and he was worth billions of dollars when I looked it up. So this dude wasn't no ordinary Joe. He had a lot of power over there in Mexico, man. He was a leader of many cartels, man. Powerful cartels at that. So, taking him out, how you think the cartel is going to react?
Was killed on February 22nd in a military raid in the western state of Jalisco, ending a years-long hunt for a man who helped turn the Jalisco New Generation cartel into one of the most feared criminal organizations in the Americas. According to Reuters, Mexican special forces killed 60-year-old Oseguera during an operation in the town of Tapalpa. His body arrived in Mexico City that afternoon under heavy National Guard escort. The U.S. confirmed it provided intelligence support through a newly formed joint interagency task force specifically set up to map cartel networks.
And the reason that, and Salakia, the reason that they're coming after Americans, because as you read down here, it says U.S. intel helped hunt El Mencho, but Mexico led deadly raid. So the U.S. was behind it because with the U.S.'s technology, they were able to pinpoint where this dude was, man. Because they've been looking for this dude for a long time, man. They couldn't find him. But with the technology that the U.S. holds, man, this was an easy find right here. So this is why they have a problem with Americans now, man.
On both sides of the border, though Washington was clear that the raid was a Mexican operation. A former U.S. official told Reuters that a detailed target package on El Mencho, compiled from law enforcement and intelligence sources, had been handed to the Mexican government ahead of the raid. The killing was barely hours old before cartel loyalists answered it with fire. Gunmen blocked highways across more than half a dozen states, torching cars and businesses. Tourists in Puerto Vallarta filmed thick plumes of smoke rising over the bay. Air Canada, United Airlines, and Aeromexico suspended flights to the resort city. The U.S. Embassy in Mexico urged American citizens to take shelter in several Mexican states and reduce their movements after the violence broke out in retaliation.
Due to ongoing security operations and the resulting roadblocks and criminal activity, U.S. citizens located in the areas mentioned above should shelter in place until further notice.
Security analysts say the violence may be only the beginning. Carlos Olivo, a former DEA assistant special agent in charge, warned the fallout could be prolonged. El Mencho spent years evading capture despite a $15 million US bounty on his head. He built CJNG from a regional outfit into an international criminal enterprise involved in drug trafficking, fuel theft, extortion, human smuggling, and financial fraud. The cartel was among the first to deploy attack drones against civilians. A CJNG member speaking to Reuters anonymously was candid about what came next.
The attacks were carried out in revenge for the leader's death, at first against the government and out of discontent. But later, the internal killings are coming, by the groups moving in to take over.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum acknowledged the unrest.
And this is the woman that runs Mexico. She's the Mexican president, man. And she's not so-called Mexican, man. She's a small hat woman. You know? So come on, man. You know who's behind this. You know who's behind this, man. Babylon is behind this, man. And deeper than that, you know, those small hats are behind this.
But sought to project calm, saying most of the country was operating normally. Schools in several states canceled classes for the following day as a precaution.
The Secretariat of National Defense reported on the operation carried out this morning by federal forces, which resulted in various blockades and other reactions. There is absolute coordination with the governments of all states. We must remain informed and calm.
Washington has praised the operation, but whether Mexico can now hold the line against the violence it has unleashed remains the harder question.
And we know that, you know, the media likes to make something out as worse than what it is, you know. So don't think that what you're seeing is it's so damn. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna get bad, and you know, certain things may happen, but you know, you can't trust the media, man. They'll push it out as, you know, it's like the worst is happening over there. But from what I've seen in certain reports, that 14 people have been put to death. You know, a lot more spots in the country is burned, is on fire. So it is bad over there, but you know, it's something darker that's going on. Don't think that it's just, you know, them uh just lashing out. That may be a little part of it, but it may be for other type of reasons that they're pushing out, man. You know, it's always more to the story. And for you to believe that all the things that America is behind, that this is not going to come to America, yeah, you're a fool, man. America is being saved for last. And when it hits this country, people are gonna lose it, man. People are already losing it, right? People are already losing it. And when you lose it and you have firearms and you have an anger in you that just has no mercy for nobody, and you times that by 100,000, man. So this right here is very small compared to what is going to happen here in this country, man. And they were saying that they are cartel, a lot of cartel members here in the States. So don't think you're safe because you're over here in America and this is Mexico. Because you got cartels that cartel members that go in and out of the states, right? You have hundreds, maybe even more than likely thousands of Mexican cartel members. Why you think they would threaten U.S. officials, U.S. the FBI director, Americans in Mexico and abroad? Why you think they would do that, man? Because that tells you that they're here in America, you know, as we speak. So don't think you safe, man. And don't think this can't touch you. Because it very well can, man. The only way you're not going to be touched by this is if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is dealing with you. Let's watch this one.
So I just spoke to one of the taxi guys. Of course, they know everything. One of the leaders just got picked up. So this is kind of a protest. Wow, look at this, man. Crazy. Oh, So this is multiple attacks going on right now in Puerto Vallarta. Some in Las Juntas. Talked to my friend there, and crazy going down. Politics. Be safe out there. Well, I'm here. Man, I wish there was a fire hose or something, man. There's no bomberos, no nothing. I'm trying to find something. There's nothing here, man.
And let me get this real quick, because this is the time we in, man. This is the time we in. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come," man. So perilous times are here. Perilous times are dangerous times, risky times, evil times, right? This is going to multiply and spread.
Like, because all of this is going to go up. This sucks, man. No water, no nothing. Trying to help. What can I do? Oh, damn. What can I do? Why is there nobody out, man?
Yeah, it's a ghost town, man. He's saying, what can he do? There's nothing you can do, man. This is bigger than you, right? It's a ghost town. Nobody don't listen, man. The people in Mexico, they know when the cartel says certain things, they get out the way. Only a tourist, an American or somebody from another country that comes to Mexico won't understand. But when the cartel says certain things, the people that are in that country, they know the deal already, man. This is why you don't see them.
Maybe because they're sane, I guess. There's nothing here, man. Awa. Let me ask these people. Oh, better get back inside. Come on, man. All these houses are going to go up too, man. No agua, nada? No. 'Cause this is gonna get this. That's gonna get this, and then this is gonna get this. I feel helpless, man. Maybe I can move these trees or something.
Look at him. Look at he looking like what you thinking you gonna do, man? Listen, man, this is a lot going on, man. You know, let me get some. If I go to the last clip, this is this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 1. It says, Salakia, Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, unto the land of Israel, and in the end is come upon the four corners of the land. So destruction throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Right? It says, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. Because what? Over there in Mexico, they do a lot, man. They worship other gods. They're wicked as hell, right? They're evil as hell, man. Right? They're wicked as hell. So, you know, the Lord is going to judge the nation of Israel for their abomination, right? Their wickedness. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So you got to get this word. You got to call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua now. You got to seek the Lord now, right? While the evil days come not, because you see what's approaching. There's no good days ahead, right? Perilous time. It says, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, man. So it's going, even now, man, you see people saying that they don't enjoy this time. They don't enjoy it, right? It said, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window shall be darkened. And a lot of people they ain't gonna see no light at the end of the tunnel, man. Right? So let's get through this.
Coming down here for
It's my last one.
almost 20 years, and we've always told people to come down and check it out because you always feel safe here. We've never ever not felt safe, and today was the first day as we left the hotel to go have breakfast and saw all the craziness going on and the violence and the smoke that we were actually terrified. And we saw the people running down the streets, running from the flames and stuff and the fire, and we ran back to the hotel, and then that's when they got the shelter in order place, and we've been here all day. And we're staying at Hotel Eloise, and there's no restaurant or bar or anything here. So we've all been here without anything all day, and the staff has been great, running and grabbing stuff and bringing us some snacks and some water and stuff. But it's been pretty scary, as you can see from the videos and pictures I shared, that blocks away is where all of it's happening. And all the OXXOs, they burnt down all of the little OXXOs. So there's been little fires and stuff all over the city around us where it's normally fun and nice, and people walking around, and all the little local restaurants and all the locals being locked up and hidden with us too. And there's a few homeless people that were brought into this hotel they allowed in so that they had some place to go too. So it's been quite surreal knowing this warm, wonderful place that we come to visit a couple of times a year is in lockdown and just terrifying for all the people.
Kaz here, Mexico.
Yeah. So Your Murph is gone. Let me get some. Your Murph is gone, man. Like, you know, people try to still go out and there ain't nothing wrong with that. You work hard, you want to let your hair down, you want to go on a little vacation, whatever. But the times that we are in, man, the Lord is shutting a lot of this shit down, man. Right? The Lord is shutting a lot of it down. And you people think that you can somehow maneuver around the judgment of the Heavenly Father. You can't do it, man. No matter where you go, the Lord is shutting everything down, man. Right? Everything down. And it's about to get even worse. Right? That's why I read what I read. Remember now the Creator in the days of our youth while the evil days come not, man. Right? So this is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 11. It says, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, man. That's wherever you at, man. You know, I think about 2 years ago, this woman, she was in Mexico on the resort, and a cartel member rolled by on the damn what's that thing, man? A jet ski, and shot the beach up, man, and shot her up, man. I think she died too. Or I think she got hit in the leg or something like that. But it's dangerous over there in Mexico. Like I said, it's a beautiful country, but it's very dangerous over there, man. Them cartel members, they don't play. They don't play with that, man. They're a different type of evil. Right? A different type of evil. But yeah, your joy is gone, man. You know, your mirth, where you used to go to have fun and that you enjoyed, there's no more, man. The Lord is closing the walls on you, man, to where you can't breathe.
Is done. In my opinion, Mexico is done. Why? Because if anybody decides to travel to Mexico after what occurred today, you got to be out of your fucking mind. In my opinion, the tourism in Mexico is completely shot right now. It is very, very evident that the government of Mexico is completely lost control and is completely incompetent. They are not able to handle what is currently going on in the streets of pretty much all over the country of Mexico. I mean, if anybody decides to vacation at one of these resorts in Cancun or Puerto Vallarta, listen, you guys are out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind because it is completely done. Shit has gotten from bad to worse. I shot a video a couple hours ago. I thought, worse was over. It's getting worse. They are now issuing ultimatums. The cartel are now issuing ultimatums. Meet our demands, or else we're going to enter your homes and hotels tonight and begin people, citizens and tourists alike. This is fucking ridiculous. They're issuing ultimatums. And guess what? As it looks right now, they're looking to follow through with these ultimatums. Listen, there's shit happening all over Mexico. In Cancun, there's shootings and blockades all over the streets, carjackings erupting in what we consider one of the most popular destinations in the world. Everybody loves the resorts of Cancun, right? Everybody loves the resorts of Puerto Vallarta. Been there dozens of times. Absolutely love it. After what's happened today, never even consider flying in that country again. In regard to Puerto Vallarta, we know what's going on in Puerto Vallarta. It's up in fucking flames. Buildings, cars, blockades. I mean, everything is on fucking fire. Gas stations are on fire. I mean, they're having shootouts in the middle of the fucking streets, right? Between cartel members and the Mexican military. They just killed 2 National Guardsmen and injured another one in an ambush. I mean, they're not fucking around. They're not fucking around. It got bad. As far as Guadalajara Airport goes, I talked about this. Passengers are stranded. Flights are suspended indefinitely. No flights in and out of Guadalajara Airport. So guess what? If you want to leave the country for your safety, you're fucking stuck. You can't go anywhere. I mean, these videos are out of control. And just when you think shit can't get worse, you know what I mean? More information comes out. In regard to the country of Mexico, schools are closed nationwide as of tomorrow. The entire statewide system is shut down. All public events are canceled indefinitely until further notice And that is throughout the country of Mexico, not just in Jalisco.
And that's how the cartel gets down, man. Everybody knows that the cartels run Mexico, man. Right? Well, whoever you see as the president or any official lawmaker or anybody in Mexico, the cartel got them in their back pocket. Right? So, you know, what was told was that this dude got put to death, and the Mexican president was supposed to somehow get justice for him. So when she said, when it came out that wasn't going to happen, the cartel got upset, man. They fucking went ballistic. You know? So now, like this brother said, more than likely he's Issachar, right? You know, he's saying pretty much it's done. Mexico is done, man. They're not gonna. They want blood for this dude, man.
And in Puerto Vallarta, throughout the country. We all know that the National Guard is actively engaged in shootouts throughout the streets of Puerto Vallarta and Jalisco with these out of control cartel members, right? And the U.S. Embassy, listen, they have a shelter in place order throughout Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, Nuevo Leon, and Guerrero, pretty much in major cities throughout Mexico, right? Shelter in place, do not fucking move, okay, until we tell you to move. In Canada, out of all people, right? Guess what they did? They're mimicking, right? Exactly what the United States are doing. Identical warrants. Both countries are pulling flights. No more flights in and out of Mexico to and from Canada. Now, again, shit is getting worse and worse and worse. Now, I want to talk about the governor, right? Pablo Lemus. Now, this governor here, listen, they've got Black Hawk helicopters hovering around these fucking cities. They have now mobilized. The Mexican military has now mobilized heavy equipment. Okay, they dispersed them around the streets of Mexico, in these cities to handle the cartel members. It's fucking urban warfare. They're just fucking shooting like the Wild Wild West. I mean, you can't make this shit up. But Governor Pablo Lemus, he has confirmed that the military surge, quote unquote, is part of a statewide code red emergency designed to prevent the cartel from following through on its threats as far as entering hotels and homes, right? And of urban warfare, because they know that these fucking guys mean business. I mean, I listen, I don't know how else to fucking say it. I mean, shit is, man, they have issued chilling warnings. And listen, in my opinion, they're going to carry through on these warnings all over a man who pretty much just what he did as far as bringing the dope into the United States and the rest of the world, okay, and everything that's going on, because it blows my mind. And we have people here in the United States that are advocating for this country, a government who's turned their back on the Mexican people in favor of these cartel members, and we've got people on the streets of the United States that are saying we aren't stolen. It just fucking blows my mind. Okay, the hypocrisy and the stupidity of some people living in our country. Anyway, shit is getting from bad to worse in Mexico. It's getting dark out there. Listen, nothing happens at night. We all know that. And we'll see what happens. But I got a pretty good feeling that tomorrow morning, what I'm telling you right now, listen, it's going to get worse.
So there it is.
And stuff.
That's
been pretty scary.
That's the, and he's probably a so-called Mexican. So he knows, man. So this is my last one. We're going to shut it down. This is 2 Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." And the paper that the prophecies were written on is the Bible, man. Right? And you got to have the Holy Spirit, right? And the faith and the understanding to know that this is the book, man. This is the book. This has always been the book, man. The Bible has always been the book, and it's always going to be the book, right? It says, "Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." Because when we say that these things are coming down the pipeline, You laugh at us, man. You tell us we don't know what the hell we're talking about, right? We're just bugged out and crazy. But now all of these things are manifesting, man. The Lord said what? Cause them to be written in paper because they are faithful and they are true, man. What the prophecy says is going to happen in the last days, it is manifesting. It is true, right? It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So if we go out there and we tell you that these things are coming and you don't believe it and you laugh at us and you mock us, hey, you marked yourself, man, for death. Right? It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. And that's on the way. You think the death toll is high now. Wait. Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute, man. Verse, I'm going to jump to 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So the cartel ain't talking, right? They acting, man. They saying they want justice, they want blood, and they don't give a shit who blood they spill, man. Right? That's the spirit that's on people, not just in Mexico, but all around the globe, man. People are not giving a damn about the mayors, the senators, the governors, the president. Nobody, man. The people of the world, throughout the four corners of the world, they can't stand their fucking leadership, man. So this thing is going to go to another level that you never thought it'd go to, man. And we just sitting back and praising Yahweh Shem Yahushua for these times because, hey, our the prophets before us, they are pretty much thirsted to see these times, man. But we get to see it, and we see it through the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We see it through his eyes, man. Because you know what he put out to be the end of the earth, and what he's told us, we see it, man. We see it. We see it unfolding right before our eyes, man. So, hey, you don't have to listen. You don't have to believe us. You can continue to mock us, but hey, the joke is gonna be on you real soon. So I'm gonna leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the elect was other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson, I'm gonna say Shalom.